Warning: the content in this video may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. People that pass violently and suddenly are often said to become vengeful in the afterlife and left with very clear and dark unfinished business to pass their eternal misery on to a member of the living. For this installment, we're investigating 10 unbelievable cases of murder that were blamed on the paranormal. Number 10. The Asheville Filicide. Many defenses and excuses have been used to explain the sudden death of family members, but it's not often the "a ghost did it" card is played. While some cases of murder can actually be linked to the other side, some are the deranged attempts by individuals, like Asheville, North Carolina resident Ayanna Patel. In August of 2011, Patel was allegedly found by her husband bashing her own head with a hatchet, apparently wanting to die after a ghost had killed her children. No ectoplasmic residue was found linking a ghost to the murders of Patel's 8- and 4-year-old daughters, just a bloody hatchet and a crazed woman. Number 9. La Crosse River Drownings. From 1997 to 2014, La Crosse Rivers experienced the drownings of 10 young men, deaths that were quickly attributed to the paranormal lore surrounding the river. The river is believed to be haunted by the 7 passengers that perished in the 1870 sinking of the War Eagle steamboat. According to Hidden Truth Productions, who dove deep into the matter, one passenger was Mary Ulrich, and it's thought that her cries for help lured these young men into the river to save her. Number 8. Paula Anderson. Not every use of the supernatural claim is a one-off attempt at getting off, and the February 2016 murder of 68-year-old Frances Anderson could be one of those rare instances. When her daughter, Paula Anderson, strangled her to death with an extension cord, she was apparently acting on the insistence of spirits that threatened to kill her if she didn't do the deed. Paula was in an excited state when police arrived and took no time to confess to the murder, stating she deserved either the death penalty or to be in hell. Was Paula experiencing remorse after a crime of passion, the effects of a mental illness, or was she really acting on the impulse of an unseen, dubious force? Number 7. Talisay City Shapeshifter. Joining the fray of those who may have committed infanticide are a couple from Talisay City in the Philippines. In 2011, the body of John Edison Malacay was discovered by his mother, Kimberly, bleeding from the nose and mouth. According to Kimberly's report, the newborn boy had his navel punctured as if it were being drained. Though eyes would normally fall on the parents in this case, unusual bloodstains found on the roof of the home and the inability for police to peg a cause to the child's death led to neighbors and the Malacay family blaming the death on a shape-shifting supernatural being. Though police and the church are skeptical, the Malacays stick strongly to their shape-shifting murder story. Number 6. The Exorcism of Hines. In August of 2015, the body of Hines, step-granddaughter to Morgan Freeman, was found in the streets of Washington Heights with nearly 25 stab wounds. Hines' boyfriend, Lamar Davenport, was quickly picked up for the murder, but why he did it may not be clear-cut. According to witness George Hudako, Davenport was heard yelling, "Get out, devils! I cast you out, devils! In the name of Jesus Christ, I cast you out!" He continued his religious rantings during transportation, but later seemed confused after being sedated. Was it possible Davenport was releasing Hines from the devil's grip? Could Davenport have been acting against his own will? Only the accused may have the answer. Number 5. Carl Pruitt, the ghost that killed. Carl Pruitt returned home one day in June of 1938 to find his wife in bed with another man. In a fit of rage, Pruitt strangled his wife with a chain and immediately killed himself. Since then, Eastern Kentucky folk have blamed the deaths of 5 individuals on Pruitt's vengeful spirit. Each death starts with Pruitt's tombstone, which was believed by locals to be cursed, and ends in the same exact way, with the individual thrown into a strange series of events that leads to their strangulation by a piece of chain. much like Pruitt's late wife. Were the deaths of James Collins, his mother, Arthur Lewis, an unnamed farmer and police officer, the works of the ghostly Pruitt, or simply just a stretch of Kentucky ghost lore? Number 4. The Bell Witch. It's one of America's oldest ghost stories and possibly the earliest account of linking murder to the paranormal. During the early to mid-1800s, the Bell family, specifically John and his daughter Betsy, were the targets of a spirit that came to be known as the Bell Witch. The Bell family fell victim to a series of hauntings that grew in severity until around December 19, 1829, when John Bell fell ill and passed away shortly after. Unaware of the cause of death, John's son, John Bell Jr., claims he heard the witch boast, "I gave it to him, and he's never going to rise." Origins of the witch differ, with one account claiming her to be the ghost of an Indian whose grave was disturbed by the Bell family. Number 3. The Widow Ghost of Tambon, Sawang. Should you visit the village of Tambon, Sawang in Thailand and see red shirts hanging in front of homes, it may be best to turn back. In 2013, residents of the village started hanging red shirts in hopes that it would repel a murderous spirit that was linked to the deaths of 10 seemingly healthy young men. The deaths occurred within a month of each other and showed no signs of illness, leading a local medium to point towards a Pime Mai, or widow ghost, who aims to spread the loneliness and pain she felt when alive. Even those skeptical of the medium's claim turned to the red shirt, citing respect for their fellow villagers' beliefs. Number 2. Elisa Lam and the Cecil Hotel. When the video of Elisa Lam's mysterious actions on the elevator in the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California surfaced, a general unease struck the internet. Lam enters an elevator in the Cecil Hotel and begins acting erratically, almost toying with the elevator and an unseen entity. Partway through the security footage, Lam's movements become unsettling, almost inhuman, before she disappears. The next time Lam is seen, she's naked and dead inside a sealed water tower atop the hotel's locked and alarm-rigged roof. Alleged tampering of the footage calls forth conspiracy theories galore, while other theorists claim Lam fell victim to the spirits believed to be linked to the Cecil's dark history of murder and suicide. Number 1. The Amityville Horror. It was your typical Wednesday night at Amityville's own Henry's Bar when Ronald DeFeo Jr. burst in, claiming his family had been murdered. The quiet town took notice when DeFeo's mother, father, and 4 siblings were found murdered in their home. Blame shifted to DeFeo Jr., who alleged during trial that voices had told him to slaughter his family. Though implausible, DeFeo's claims gained merit when the Lutz family moved into the home and quickly vacated the property 28 days later due to what they originally claimed to be heavy paranormal activity. While it's known today that spirits had nothing to do with either incident, it's difficult to talk about this bit of Long Island history and not link it right back to the other world.